This is the SU-37 in its current state of build. I've been working on the electrics yesterday and today, and the installation's pretty much complete. Got the Microjets installed. The elevons are all working. I'm running metal gear servos, top and bottom. They push and pull as per the recommendation. I'm using fairly light gauge wire. It's only 1.4 mil, but I think the important thing is to have a very strong hinge, and I've got CA hinges glued in here, 3 of them on both, and I've positioned the push-pull rods as close to the location of the motor as possible, so that will provide some additional resistance against the forces of the engines and their thrust. Anyway, I've also got some ailerons installed on the wing. They're just a couple of HXT 900 servos there. I'm not sure whether I should configure them as elevons. I could easily do that. I'm using the Turnigy 9X with ER9X firmware. It's very easy to program in mixers, and I could program in them to link them to the elevons in the same way. But I'm not sure I'm going to do that. In fact, I think I'll just disable them initially, and then fold them into the mix once I've got the hang of flying it. So yeah, it's fairly complex wiring setup. The loom is fairly huge. I was a bit concerned about weight, but in the end the weight wasn't really an issue. The balance of the plane is pretty phenomenal. Just move any 2200 battery 3 or 4 cell balances the plane well according to the CFG recommendations. I've spent a couple of hours doing all the wiring up, but yeah, I'm not sure if I'll need any extra ventilation in there. I don't think I will. I think these motors with 6x4 props will pull about 24 amps each, and so the ESCs should easily handle them. Just build a flap in there to provide easy access. A bit of noise from one of these servos because of the weight that's just on them by default. But I think, being Metal Gear, they should put up with the punishment pretty easily. So there it is. It all came together pretty quickly in the end. I mean, it was fairly time consuming just figuring out exactly where to set up these the servos for the elevons, but once I sorted out a solution for that, it all slotted in and programmed up in the radio rather quickly. So I'm pretty excited to test fly it. I'm not sure when that's going to happen. Sometime this week, I hope. I'm expecting a new Contour Roam high-definition helmet-mounted camera, or hat-mounted camera, so hopefully I'll get that and I'll get some nice footage of the maiden. I'm a little concerned at the fragility of these things. I don't want to crash it on my first flight out, so I'll probably tape it up a bit more just to reinforce these a bit. They'll snap off as soon as they touch the ground if I don't. But yeah, that's my fault for painting it before I test flew it. But anyway, it was fun to paint up, and it's looking good. I'm sure it'll be a lot of fun.